It was page 37. Yes. Now, I'm just, okay, this, I'll tell you what I was thinking when I was planning this today. I was planning to warm up my voices by singing melody 343 again. I know we did it in class, but since I feel this one is pretty tricky, I wasn't going to quiz on this melody. Does that sound okay to you? Or did somebody here, did they really, really hammer 343? You really practice that? Okay, so maybe we should warm up with another one, and in a minute then, would you want to volunteer for 343?
Yeah.
Sounds good, okay. Then let's go ahead and warm up our voices with 344 on the bottom of page 37. You can probably tell that this is in the key of B flat major. And let's see. Yeah, this one's going to be high, at least for me. Got quite a wide range. So we'll sing our scale for the day. I guess, you know, well, I don't know for sure, I'm not a medical doctor, but singing scales could be good for you, you know. Kind of like, you know, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Maybe singing a major scale a day keeps fine. All right, here we go. Ready? Hand signs for the scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, mi, sol, do, sol, mi, do. Very good. 344 is a hand signing example. And I'm going to start on the upper do, because towards the end of the melody we get an octave lower. So it does get pretty high at the end of the first line, but that's why we're here, right? We're warming up. So how about starting on B4? I'll give us 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Do, 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 re, do, ti, do, mi, re, sol, 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 sol. Pretty high towards the end of the first line? Yeah, I gotta sing it that high because at the very end of the melody, then it goes really low. So, all right. So we're going to move on. We're going to have Dalton do 343 in a minute. Okay. And does anyone want to volunteer for 345 on the top of the next page before I draw out my name? Okay, let's see who we get. For 345, we get Dalton. No, you already volunteered, so you're covered. So the other name we get for 345 is Sammy. She's not here. So I gotta draw yet another name. Logan. I guess it's meant to be that somebody that's here is going to sing 345.
Yeah, it's just roll call.
Yeah, it's just roll call. Aiden. You didn't look at this one?
No.
Why not?
You didn't get it together.
I didn't.
Okay, well, we'll address 345 in a few minutes.
No, I'm Dr. Hardy.
Right now, we've got to hear 343.
If Aiden is on it, then I can. Because I would be nice.
Ooh, we have an offer. Is that okay with you?
That would be awesome.
Okay. If you don't mind, okay.
Yeah, I think I find you over. So.
I'll I'll take it, I guess. As long as someone who hasn't sung for a grade already sings, that's what I'm looking for, I guess. Okay, Dalton, what major key is your melody in?
A.
Yeah, that's right, it's A. Did you practice it in this key? Is that a good key range for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me give you some A's. And I would like to hear your major scale first.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, mi, so, mi, do.
Okay, now can you get the really low sol?
So,
Yeah, all right, good. And yours is going to be conducting. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and take it away.
so, do, re, mi, do, mi, do, so, fa, mi, re, mi, so, mi, do, mi, so, la, so, mi, so, do.
Okay, do you remember where your do is?
Do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. You were doing fine. It was a little pitchy, and then I'm trying to think. Yeah. So I think you ended up a little low. I wonder if we can pick it up. Well, let's see where so we can get a strong ending. Do you see 3 bars from the end?
Yep.
So if you could go start there and go, do, mi, so. Starting right there.
Do, mi,
Oop, we gotta get your do. We gotta get you. Yeah, so here's your do. Try it right there again, 3 bars from the end.
do, mi, la, mi, do.
Yes, that's a much stronger ending. Good. Okay? Now, all I would say is I think first of all, the good things, your rhythm and your conducting is really solid. Good job. Sometimes the pitches just sound a little bit shaky. They might not be right where they are supposed to be, but they're not getting you off so much that they're leading you astray. Okay? So I would say as you practice in the future, just work on really getting those pitches centered right where they need to be, because then I think your ears are going to have a much easier time following the key and then not losing do, that kind of thing. Okay? Good. Thank you. All right, we're going to move to the next page then. And Kelsey, with a Y, right?
Yes.
Kelsey is going to sing 345. What key is your melody in, Kelsey?
A flat major.
Yes. And I'm fine if this is too high or too low. I'm fine moving the key. Do you know what? Did you practice it?
Yeah.
You did an A
I
flat.
think it's too low because it'll go too low in that range. Or just depending on how many lines you need.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'd like to hear the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah, that will be too low at this second to last major.
Okay, would it be okay if I raise it a little bit then and give you a different key?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try C major instead of A flat.
Okay.
Because that's what I have written in my book, but we'll see. So would you be able to sing first the major scale from here to here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that with handsome.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, mi, so, mi, do.
Okay, you're moving do, which is okay for now, but I just don't want you to start moving it when you're, because here was our original do. And now I'm not looking at the book. What syllable does it start on?
So,
So, is it the low one?
That's a high one.
Oh, it's a high one. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this is conducting. Would you be able to start right there? So, do. Okay.
So, do, re, so, mi.
Okay, let's start over one more time. Let's make sure that you're getting the coordination going. So it's going to be so, do, re, mi. Do you see how you tap twice for every? Yeah, I understand you're probably just starting this out. So, all right. Well, let's try it again and see if we can do that. Do you have your pitch? Yeah.
So, do, re, mi. So, mi, re. Re, mi. So, do, re, mi.
Where's do?
Do.
Okay. Now, do you see the last note on the first line?
Yeah, it's so.
It's
So,
yeah. So. So, but you don't leap up to do in the next. Yeah. So do you know how that sounds? Yeah. Okay. So. Let's try it there.
okay.
Pick up to the second line.
So, mi, mi. So, do, mi. Yeah, I'm really nervous. It was hard.
Okay. Okay. Let's how about this? Let's just see if we can finish the second line,
Okay.
and then we don't even have to do the third line.
So start on the solo again.
Yeah, if you know where it is. No? Where's do?
I lost it.
Okay, now can you find the low sol?
So,
Uh-huh. Now where's the high mi that you have to leap up to? Okay? Sol, mi.
so, mi, mi, so, do, mi, re, do, re. I missed it though.
Okay, so the measure right, I think, we see all those repeated notes?
That's T. So
That's key, yeah, that's right. So where's do? Can you sing to it?
do,
Okay, now go just down the steps.
T.
Okay. Do, ti.
Where do you want me to start?
Yeah, on the T right there. You go T.
T.
Yeah.
T, 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 do.
There you go. Okay, yeah. All right. So I know this is probably getting in the way a little bit, and I'm okay with that because I think it takes time just to get that. The main thing I'm concerned about is you're hearing the pitch, singing it in tune, and maintaining and staying in the key.
Okay.
So I think that's one thing that this is the first time I think I've ever heard
Yeah.
you. I think that's one thing that you need to focus on. And if you want to work with me, or if you want to work with the tutor on really maintaining and remembering where do is, and keeping all the pitches that are right around do in tune,
Okay.
so you don't get straying out of the key.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, thank you. But that was a very nice gesture for you to move in instead of Aiden singing that. So, okay, let's go on next to look at a melody that is assigned. Let's see, what do I have in my notes? Yes. Could we look at one melody that's assigned for next class? That's going to be melody 346. And after we learn melody 346 together, then what I'd like to do is I'd like to see if we could even divide the class up a little bit to sing it as a round, because you can see it's marked as a canon for 4 voices. We don't have to do the canon for 4 voices unless you really want to break up into 4 groups. But we'll see how we do. First of all, we need to learn it. 346, what key are we in? A major. 3 sharps, A major. Scale again with hand sign. And then we'll find our first pitch. Okay, here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, si, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, mi, sol, do, sol, mi, do. By the way, I also understand it's not the easiest thing to sing your assigned your quiz melodies behind a mask either. I realize that that's not ideal. Hopefully this will be, cross your fingers, hopefully this will be the last semester we have to do this. Okay, so we start on sol, which would be right here where ladies. And this is a hand sign example. Do your best. Let's sight read through it, and then we'll probably do it one more time, and then I hope we have time to divide up. So sol, here we go. Starting on the downbeat. 1, 2, 3. Sol, sol, do, do, ti, do. Do, do, mi, sol, do. Do, sol, 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 mi, re, do. Do, mi, sol, fa, mi. Yeah, you gotta take a big breath before the last phrase there, because it goes way up high. Sometimes I wonder what the authors were thinking by including some of these melodies in the book. Maybe they think we're the amazing singers. I mean, they have us confused, because some of these ranges are really long, aren't they? I mean, they want you to go from all the way to. Well, it's not impossible, but it's maybe not the easiest thing in the world. Okay, we're going to sing this again together, and then we're going to see if we can at least maybe divide up into 2 groups. Maybe we can try that. Where's do? Okay. I like it. So where's sol? Can you hum it? Okay, take your pick, whatever octave. Sol, 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 sol. Try it one more time from the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Sol, sol, do, do, ti, do. Do, do, mi, sol, do. Do, sol, 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 mi, re, do. Big breath. Do, mi, sol, mi. Okay. All right, just for funsies then. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 people here. let's have everybody from Libby over this way. Could you be the leaders of our canon or our round? And then everyone from Becca over this way will be the follow. We're just going to try it as a two-part round rather than a four-part round. Let me get to the, let me get go off the piano again. Just to make sure we're Are you going to record this, Lexi?
No, sorry, I ended up leaving my book in my dorm, so I had to take a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's go, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need you guys to find soul.
No, no.
Okay. Right? If you don't know how to just jump to it, that's fine. But
Just do it.
do, re, mi, fa, sol, or do, ti, la, sol. Either way. Okay? So you guys are going to start, and when they get to measure 3, you guys are going to start at the beginning. I'm going to start singing with you, but then I'm going to move and I'm going to sing the rest of it with this group, okay? Okay, here we go from the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Sol, sol, do, do, ti, do. Do, sol, sol, do, do, ti, do. Do, mi, sol, do. Okay, did we lose our leaders?
What is that?
Okay. What I can do is I can just stay singing with this group the whole way. If you guys know where your soul is really strong to start. 50-50?
Just do both.
What's that?
Do both at the same time, you got this.
Sing them both at the same time. All right. From the beginning again, we'll give it another try. 1, 2, 3. Sol, sol, do, do, ti, do. Do, do, mi, sol, Good. Oh, we dropped the rhythm of everything else. Yeah, make sure you afford that. Okay, well, maybe we'll get it better next time around, right? This is one that's assigned for next time. Please look at that one. I could very well, whoever's name that I draw, I could very well quiz on that one. We'll see, but I would maybe like to try the canon one more time next class. Okay? Sorry, we haven't practiced it yet, but. Okay, let's move off of sightseeing and let's go to some ear training for today. Let's go ahead and get that in-class quiz done. What you need for this is just a pencil, because I have a piece of paper, or a sheet to give you, on which you can write your baseline and your Roman numerals. Okay, so all you need is a pencil. Okay, now I know I've given you a whole grand staff and everything, but I want you to know that you're only required to notate, fill in the baseline, the base notes for all 4 measures. And then also the Roman numerals that go with those bass notes, either 1 or 5. Remember, we're dealing with just root position 1, root position 5. So your bass notes should be either do or sol, which in the key of C major, or what pitch? C and G, that's right. C and G, that's all you need to write in the bass, depending on what you give. I'm going to go to the piano, and I'm going to play this example for you 4 times. 4 times total. Let's see here. And I'll get us oriented in the key first. In fact, we can even sing the scale first, but you need all the practice we can get singing. You can see it's in C major. Okay, let's sing the C major scale one more time. Here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And arpeggiate. Do, mi, sol, do, sol, mi, do. You know what I should have over here is a copy of what you're looking at as well. That would be helpful. Okay, do you see how the first bass note is middle C? Way up there, the bass is pretty high. Okay? That's where you're going to be starting. In fact, I can even voice the opening chord for you. It's right here. Bass, tenor, alto, soprano. Okay, so 4 hearings, do your best to notate just the bass line and the Roman numeral. And here's the first hearing. That's the first chord. Here is the second hearing. Remember, if this is super easy for you and you want to try to write out one of the other voices, and you get all of those notes of that other voice correct, you can get a little extra credit. But I really want you to focus primarily on the bass and the Roman numerals, because that's required. That's the first chord. And here comes hearing number 3. All right, it looks like everybody is done, at least with the base and the Roman numerals. So I'll just make sure your name is near the top, and I'll come around and collect this. And I'll do my best to get it back to you graded by Thursday. Thank you. Thank you.
And then just really quickly, that I'm going to actually pretty put the horizontal lines under fives to make them capital.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, the last thing I'd like to do today is I'd like to run through a melodic dictation for practice. I don't know that I've actually done a melodic dictation in class this semester, so it's high time we do one. And for the purposes of this little practice exercise, you need to open up your ear training books to page 45. I'm hoping that I have not collected page 45 out of your book. I'm hoping you still have it. You still have it? Good. On page 45, the melody I'd like to go through today in the time we have left is number 10 at the bottom. Melody number 10 at the bottom of page 45. Okay? Now, a couple things we need to observe about this melody before we even begin. Notice, who can tell me what key this melody's in? F, that's right. You have a key signature of 1 flat, right? And do they give you the meter signature 3-2? Okay, let's think about what that means first. What note duration gets the beat?
Half note.
The half note, that's right. So the majority of the notes that you're going to write, if they're right on the beat, are going to be half notes, not quarter notes. Okay? Another thing I need to know is, do they give you the first pitch? Do they give you the first 2 pitches? No, just the first beat. Okay, wonderful. I'm going to get this set up on the board up here. Okay, so we've got 3-2. And how many bars long is this melody?
5.
5? And they've given you this much. They've given you the first beat. Good. All right. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to, well, in the time we have left, play the melody either 4 or 5 times. Okay. I need to. I do want to, especially for those of you that did not have me last semester, I really want to put in a plug here. Do you have a shorthand method of capturing the info that you hear quickly? Kind of like with rhythmic dictation. Okay? If you need to put up the beats somewhere by the measure, 3 beats per measure. If that's helpful, go ahead and do that. One thing I might suggest is, again, don't put the notes in the staff right away. Just listen to whether you hear do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, or ti, whatever you're hearing. And I might suggest that you just write the solfege syllable near the beat it's on. Or you could even shorten it and go so far, or go so small as to say, just use the first letter of the solfege syllable. Right? I see a lot of students do that over the years. Like, if the first measure goes do, re, mi, maybe that would be enough to capture the information down. Wait to put the notes on the staff until one of the last, second to last, or the last hearing, okay? Okay, once you get the information down, that's the most important thing, what you're hearing. Okay, yeah. Let's go through the first hearing, and I'll get to give us F major. And maybe to save a little time, we'll dispense with singing the scale. But this is the key. And your first pitch should be right here, on do. Okay. Listen carefully. Here's the first hearing. I'll give you a tempo of 1, 2, 3. want to use the first hearing just to get the rhythm information down, that's perfectly fine. Use the other hearings focusing on the pitch more, whatever works best for you. Okay, there's your first note on do. Hearing number 2. 1, 2, 3. Is this going to be the third hearing? I think we'll have to cut this short at 4 hearings total, so there'll be 2 more hearings, this one and 1 more. There's your first pitch, do. 1, 2, 3.
Now, what is this? This one? Is that, okay, is that supposed to be that? Okay.
He wrote it to me.
Okay. Then you're actually, you got everything you need. That's good, very good.
So the third thing is, the lead is going to tie it off. So you can just take that one step. And then the first note of your next measure is correct. Because of the Did you figure out what the melody was doing? Yep. Very good. Did you figure out the pattern was going?
Good.
Excellent. You're doing everything. I think you need to skip if this is do, T, then I think you need to do a D, La. And this needs to be C, Sol. The D, actually, you just raise these 2 pitches just 1 step, and then I think the rest is gonna work.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you getting the idea of what's going on in this slide? What's that? No, that looks good. That looks good. Good. Okay, so it looks like everyone's on the right track. If I were to ask you, what pitch is on the second beat of every measure, what would you say? Do, that's right. That's the second fifth, on the second beat in every measure. Okay, and let's just play it one more time for good measure, no pun intended. Check your work if you've got it all written out. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, we've established that do is the note on the second beat of every measure. What's the pattern? What's going on around do with the second beat of each measure?
So, the first measure, it goes up to high do, and then down to T,
Uh-huh.
and then, yeah, it just keeps going down the scale.
Yeah, so if you just remove all these low do's, what do we basically have here? A descending major scale, right? Yeah, so I hope your ear can pick that up. That's the pattern. Right, so besides returning the do over and over again on beat 2, we've just got a descending F major scale. So that's a little bit enlightening. Your ear tells your brain what you're hearing, and then your brain figures out, oh, look, this is how the melody is built. This is how the melody is constructed. I've got it. I figured out the path. Okay. All right. Well, at least we got through one melodic dictation here in class. If I'm hoping that your system of shorthand notation is capturing the information sufficiently, and that you can just translate it into musical notation towards the end of the entire practice, the entire session. So I think that's a good way to approach melodic dictation. It's a good way to be prepared for that when it comes test time, or quiz time. So let's stop here today, and you've got your assignment for next class. Remember, I told you that your training assignment was on quiz pages, so make sure you do those. And I'll see you on Thursday.